pitcher of lemonade. The sprinklers going crazy on the grass. You're reading your book, I'm writing this song, and the whole wide world can kiss my, well, you know. The neighbors think we're boring, staying home all summer, but they don't know the secrets that we share. Like how you dance in the kitchen to no music, and how I love the way you fix your hair. Give me long chairs and lemonade, a little bit of sunlight and the shade you made. I don't need Paris, I don't need Rome. Everywhere you are is home. Asleep with your feet in my lap. The ice melted hours ago. I didn't move, didn't even blink, just watched your chest rise nice and slow. Some people chase the big bright lights, we chase the fireflies at night. 35 years to learn the truth. The best things in life are me and you. Give me long chairs and lemonade, a little bit of sunlight and the shade you made. I don't need Paris, I don't need Rome. Everywhere you are is home. Lemonade lips, sunny days. I woke up before the alarm this morning, just to watch the sunrise paint your hair. The room was quiet except your breathing, and I swear I've never seen anything so rare. You mumbled something in your sleep about pancakes. I laughed so loud you opened one green eye. You said it's too early for your nonsense. I said it's never too early for your smile. And the sun comes up in your hair like gold. lifts me off the ground. We ate breakfast on the kitchen floor. You stole my bacon, I stole your toast. You said we need real furniture. I said, baby, this floor is where I love you most. The whole world is rushing outside that door, but we're building something slow and true. I don't need a map anymore, 'cause every road leads me back to you. And the sun comes up in your hair like gold. Every single morning I'm brave, I'm bold. 35 years and I finally found a love that lifts me off the ground. Sunrise in your hair. The needle drops on our old vinyl. You bought it at a flea market for $2 and skips a little on the second chorus, but we know every word, so we don't give a care. You're wearing my t-shirt from high school. It's faded and it's torn around the seams. I said that shirt is older than our love. You said so. It fits my wildest dreams. Sunday morning, record player spinning slow. You and me, with nowhere else to go. The dust is dancing in the golden light. This is what forever looks like. Tried to dance but stepped so blessed. 35 years of chasing something I couldn't name. Turns out it was just your hand in mine. The record plays, the song's the same, but every Sunday feels like the first time. Sunday morning, record player spinning slow. You and me, with nowhere else to go. The dust is dancing in the golden light. This is what forever looks like. Spin with me always. I've shaken hands with 1,000 people. I've held railings on 1,000 trains, but nothing ever felt like something until your fingers found my veins. Your palm has a callus from your guitar. Mine is one from my old trade. When our fingers lock, it's like a puzzle, a perfect mess that God made. Your hand fits mine like a key in a lock, like a river fits a river rock. I don't need science to explain the reasons. Our hands just know the changing season. We walked through the market on Saturday. You grabbed my hand when the crowd got thick. Some old lady smiled and said, "You two are lovely." I said, "Ma'am, you have no idea. She's the trick." 35 years and I finally understand. The universe doesn't need a grand design. It just needs two people who choose to just a feeling. We didn't have a hammer, just our hands. We started with a couch from your aunt's basement, and a dream that no one else understood. You painted the kitchen yellow like the sunrise. I fixed the leaky faucet with a prayer. The neighbors said that house will never make it, but they didn't know the glue was in our stair. We built this from nothing, brick by brick, from late night talks and arguments that clicked. Every nail, every scratch, every broken plate. This isn't a house, baby. This is our fate. Finally broke. We laughed and said it held us for 5 years. We fixed it with duct tape and a silly joke, and stayed up talking till the moon disappeared. 35 years, and I've learned one truth: homes unmade from wood or stone, they're made from the woman who tells you the truth, and the man who never wants to sleep alone. We built this from nothing, brick by brick, from late night talks and arguments that clicked. Every nail, every scratch, every broken plate. This isn't a house, baby. This is our fate. Home with you. The field behind our house is full of fireflies. You grabbed a mason jar and dragged me out. You said, let's care catch 100 of them. I said, baby, you're the only light I care about. We chased them through the tall grass like teenagers. You tripped and pulled me down into the dew. We lay there laughing at the stars above us, and I thanked every God I never knew. Fireflies and you, that's all I need. A little bit of magic and a little bit of speed. The world can spin without me for a while. I'm right here counting every one of your smiles. You only caught 3, let the rest go free. Put the jar on the nightstand by our bed. We fell asleep watching tiny lights flicker. You whispered I love you inside my head. 35 years and I've seen lightning, seen the stars, seen city lights from airplanes and from cars, but nothing glows the way you do. Not the moon, not the sun, just you. Fireflies and you, that's all I need. A little bit of magic and a little bit of speed. The world can spin without me for a while. I'm right here counting every one of your smiles. Glow. Ooh, little fireflies. The kitchen floor has a stain from last Tuesday, when you dropped the wine and we both laughed. We tried to clean it, made it worse, of course. Now it's a little map of our aftermath. That's where you told me you were scared of spiders. That's where I told you I was scared of heights. We sat there cross-legged, eating cold pizza, trading all our fears for appetites. Let's just stay here on the kitchen floor. to weather any storm. Whistles from the counter. You hate tea, but you make it just for me. I watch you pour the honey like a slow dance, and I wonder how I got so lucky, honestly. 35 years of dining rooms and fancy chairs. Turns out love lives where nobody combs their hair. On the floor, on the tiles, in the morning light. Just two clumsy people getting it right. Let's just stay here on the kitchen floor. We don't need the table, we don't need the door. The linoleum is cold, but your heart is warm. This is my favorite place to weather any storm. Floor, wall, yours. Your laugh is a song I've never heard before. Not on the radio, not at the record store. It's got a crack in the middle, like a broken bell. And every time I hear it, I forget myself. You laughed so hard at the grocery store last week. The cashier thought you were losing your mind. You were laughing at a sign that said eggs are eggs, and I fell in love with you for the 1000th time. Your laugh is a song I want on repeat. A little bit sour, a little bit sweet. I'd trade every Grammy, every sold out show, just to hear that sound wherever I go. Last night you laughed in your sleep, I swear. You whispered something about a dancing trace the map of your back with my finger, the moles and the scars and the birthmark you hate. You said stop counting, it's creepy. I said I'm just memorizing my favorite state. Your shoulder blade has the curve of a river. Your spine draws a line through the middle of us. I know every inch, every freckle, every shiver, and I still get lost in your touch. The map of your back is where I wanna live. Every night I fall asleep, every day I forgive the whole damn world for being so hard. Your back is my driveway, my front yard. Covered you with a blanket and just stared. You woke up and said, stop being weird. I said, you're too beautiful to be scared. 35 years of sleeping in strange beds, of pillows that didn't know my name. Now I've got your back under my head, and I'm never playing a different game. The map of your back is where I wanna live. Every night I fall asleep, every day I forgive the whole damn world for being so hard. Your back is my driveway, my front yard. Chase me home to your back. The coffee, I make the toast. It's a silent agreement we love the most. You drink yours black, I need milk and sugar. We're opposites on everything except each other. Left the milk out on the counter again. I faked a frown, you faked a sorry friend. We both know you'll do it tomorrow too. And I clean it up because I love you. This is our coffee and commitment. The little things that no one would admit. To love it, but I love them all. The morning mess, the waking up You read the news, I read your face. Some days the world is a terrible place, but between these walls and this kitchen light, we make everything feel alright. 35 years waiting for some big romance. Turned out it's just the way you hold your hands around a coffee cup at 7 a.m. Baby, I choose you again and again. This is our coffee and commitment. The little things that no one would admit. To love it, but I love them all. The morning mess, the waking up call. Same time tomorrow, I'll be here. We planted tomatoes in the backyard. You said stick them in the dirt and hope. I said that's not how gardening works. You said that's how our love grows. Nope. The first tomatoes were small and sad, but we ate them like they were made of gold. You said next year we'll do better. I said, baby, this is better than I ever told. The garden we grew is messy and wild, full of weeds and laughter and a little child. Not a real child, just a dream we share of dirty hands, messy hair. flowers grew taller than the fence. You took a picture every single day. Now they're dried and hanging in our bedroom, a reminder of the beauty we made. 35 years of thinking love was neat. Turns out it's got worms and muddy feet. But I wouldn't trade this crooked road for any perfect garden I know. The garden we grew is messy and wild, full of weeds and laughter, and a little child. Not a real child, just a dream we shared, of dirty hands and messy hair. Grow with me always. We climbed the fire escape to the roof, 7 floors up, holding hands, no proof that we wouldn't fall, but we didn't care. The whole city sparkled like your hair. You pointed up and said, "That's Mars." I said, "That's a plane, you and your stars." You hit my arm and laughed so loud. The neighbors yelled quiet from the crowd. Stargazing on the roof with you. The city hums, the sky is blue-black too. I don't know the names of the constellations, but I know the shape of your hesitations. We shared a blanket and a cheap red wine. You fell asleep before the midnight sign. I carried you down 7 flights of stairs and whispered I love you beyond all my prayers. 35 years of looking at the ground. cup. Stargazing on the roof with you. The city hums, the sky is blue black too. I don't know the names of the constellations, but I know the shape of your hesitations. Look up, always up. You said write me a song, so I wrote you 10. You said that's too many, start again. I laughed and threw my notebook at your head. You caught it and read every word I said. You cried at the third one, laughed at the fifth. Said this one's a lie, I never gave you that gift. I said you gave me everything without a clue. This song is the one you didn't write, but it's for you. This is the song you didn't write, the one that keeps me up all night. About the way you look at me, like I'm the answer, not the problem child. I've written hits for other people, big names, but nothing compares to the way your face plays. When you hear a stupid rhyme I made at 35, love isn't afraid. Some songwriters chase a Grammy gold. I chase the way your hand fits in the fold of my jacket pocket on a winter walk. You're the melody, I'm just the talk. This is the song you didn't write, the one that keeps me up all night. About the way you look at me, like I'm the answer, not the problem child. You're the song, I'm just the singer. The wood was cracked, the chains were rusty. You said we can fix it, I know we can. 3 years later, still a little dusty, but we sit on it every evening at 6, with 2 glasses of something cold and cheap. You put your feet on my lap, I'll rub your arches, and we watch the neighborhood fall asleep. The porch swing creaks, but it holds us tight, like we're the only 2 people in the night. We don't need a new one, we don't need fancy. This rusty thing taught me how to dance. See, last week a spring broke, we fell to the ground, laughed so hard, the neighbors came out. They helped us fix it, brought us cookies and tea. This whole street is starting to feel like family. 35 years and I thought I needed more, but a porch swing in your hand is a cure for every lonely thing I felt before. Now I don't need to lock the door. The porch swing creaks, but it holds us tight, like we're the only 2 people in the night. We don't need a new one, we don't need fancy. This rusty thing taught me how to dance. See, swing with me, they said the first year is the hardest. We laughed and ate cereal for dinner. They said the second year is when it gets real. We danced in the living room, you were the winner. We've had fights about the dishes and the trash. We slammed a door or 2 for fun, but At the end of every single battle, we end up tangled when the day is done. And we're just getting started, baby. The best is still ahead. Now maybe 35 years to find my feet. Now I'm running to your heartbeat. Haven't seen the Eiffel Tower yet. Haven't named a single kid or pet. Haven't grown old. Haven't slowed down. I'm the king and you're my crown. Some people peeking their